I've been a busy bee. Hence why I've been gone for a little bit longer than usual. The creative juices have been flowing and this base has been getting the glow up it deserves, although not as much as it deserves. Both on this server itself and technically in single player creative while planning too, because I've just been excited to creatively build and plan and stuff. Although I have hit a little bit of a brick wall on the server. That wall being resources, specifically dark oak logs, which is something I never quite thought would send shivers down my spine at the sheer thought of chopping down yet another tree. But honestly, at this point, having placed over 12,000 of them, you'd probably not really be that surprised. So today I have a plan, and that is to make this process much easier with an automated AFK dark oak tree farm. Yes, I didn't know they existed either, but I'm just hoping I can pull this thing off and it works just fine. There is TNT involved, so it's always a concern. But that does in fact need me to find a space for a pretty big new farm. And as much as there is a bunch of space here at my main base, the factory is going to be a much better option. I mean, that kind of was the point of it after all. Even if it has been a little bit forgotten, and I haven't been there for probably quite a while. I even built this whole railway to connect the two up. For those of you new here, this is it. In all of its bricky terracotta glory. And yes, I'm aware that the back is currently missing. I mean, it's a Hermitcraft trend after all. So on stream, I got digging out the area to build this thing and have decided that it shall take pride of place just here. Amongst the other farms I currently have, which are honey, mobs and copper, cactus, and sugarcane. I'm definitely in need of quite a lot more farms. If you have any suggestions, let me know down below. But before I get on with that and decorating the factory to make it look far better than it currently does, we need to hop back to the main base to help a certain someone move Ghast and finally get to the gift that you guys have been telling me about for months that I got for Christmas. That, well, Ghast I guess swallowed? Who even knows? Right, well, Impulse is on his way. Let's just hope we don't unalive this guy by accident. I wouldn't like that. That would be sad, so I'm having a couple moments with him.
Cute little bubble around him.
Yeah, isn't he cute in there?
Beautiful. So you found out that he's got a little surprise inside, huh?
Yeah, although I kind of didn't realize there was actually anything in it that would be important maybe to get to, so
yeah, could be there might be some decent stuff in there, you know. I gave you, it was supposed to be a prank and a present. The Ghast being the prank, and then you never received your present because you actually liked him.
Yeah, so he is the present.
He became the present, but you're gonna get two presents then. Yeah, the easy way to get the present was to murder him, which is bad.
Yeah.
So instead of that, you want to keep him. I see you've silenced him. There's no annoying gas sounds anymore.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Let's see. We might need to take a little bit of the back off of the bubble in order to
feel free to destroy
slide
whatever
him a
you
bit.
need.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. I didn't come super prepared. Let me grab some blocks. Just kind of hope that we can do this without him seeing us.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'll be honest, it's been so long since I've moved a mob, especially in a minecart, that I'm just worried that I just don't know how to do it anymore.
Yeah. Well, the good news is right now he's in like a glass pane.
Yes.
So he can't see us. The big question is when we move him a little bit, will he then be out of the glass enough to see us? And then that becomes a problem. We're gonna have to shove glass into his head a little bit further just so that we can pull him back like one block. I'm nervous now.
This is like doing surgery, you know? Like
It pretty much is.
Right. There's a stack of glass right there.
Okay, perfect. All right. We're doing this the careful way. I'm pretty sure there's no way we can mess this up.
I like how you keep saying we're doing this. Yes, I'm very much helping. I'm not watching just from afar or anything.
It is a little nerve-wracking. All right.
Well, it's an unpowered rail, right? He's on?
Yeah, he does not want to move. Should we put a powered block in there?
Is there... Wait, you know what the honey block, right?
Is
there a rail on top of it?
Oh, the honey block. I was too smart. I put the honey block in there so he couldn't be moved. No.
And then you volunteered to just come and like do this. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. What if we push the honey block up?
That sounds scary.
Wow, I made this really complicated, False.
You literally gave me one option, which is to kill him.
I gave you one option, and it was to kill him. No!
You didn't realize I would actually want the Ghast.
Why can't we push chests with pistons? Come on.
And so after placing more glass into the Ghast, bit of a mouthful there, to basically stop him from seeing us, we were having a few other troubles. Basically, long story short, Impulse left me with one option, to kill the poor guy. Luckily, he still came to help, and yeah, I'd be useless otherwise, so it's pretty great. And after like 5 different options of moving him in different directions, it was decided that dropping him down would be best. But it was also one of the riskiest options. And then, well, sheer panic pretty much ensues.
I'm going to put a piston there so that after he drops down, we can basically just push him back up 1 block at a time. So we get rid of the honey block. He falls down. He might get mad unless we go invisible. But even then, I'm still a little bit worried. Should we do invisibility?
I mean, if it's going to be the only way to like 100% it, like be sure that 100% he won't. But the problem is, right? I mean, I guess in a way it's good that he's in a little like ball.
Yeah. So if he starts to blow stuff up, that's just going to break this glass, which you can replace. And then hopefully he won't shoot out in anything else.
I'm not worried about this glass. It's the rest.
Let's risk it then. Yeah, that's exactly what you were saying. Is we
well, I've
we
got
risk
my sword at the ready, but I don't have a bow. Ah! And
okay, now's a good time for you to look in the chest.
Oh, not okay. Wait, how am I meant to get to the chest? Maybe I need invisibility. Wait, you know what? Do I need invisibility? Maybe that's the only way to get in front of him, because he's just gonna literally just shoot him.
He's gonna be upset. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You go invisible so he doesn't see.
Okay. Be right back. Let's hope I have some. Okay, I've got 2 splash potions of invisibility for some reason.
Okay.
So
all right, make sure you take your armor off.
Yep. This is gonna be great.
And then I don't know how you're gonna get like in there after that. You're still gonna have to place blocks to get up in there.
Yes. Which
so there's all those blocks that we had. Yeah, all those blocks we had in his head are above him now, and you'd have to basically get up onto those. Can you drop in from the top of the dome?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look from. Okay,
that's
so
a good idea.
See. Yeah, I can break that block.
Yeah, get on top of the dome and then break in like above the chest.
Yeah, onto
and
that
before you fall
block.
in,
that's
go
a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get up there first then.
I never thought when I made
I'm glad this is such a challenge. That's what you meant, right? To make it a challenge.
Yeah. I wanted to. We couldn't just make it easy. That's not fun.
Okay, I'm invisible.
Okay,
like
you're invisible. You're not holding any blocks or nothing. Okay, so you should be able to just fall in. Hope you have some inventory space. I might have packed that chest pretty good.
Oh my goodness, dude.
So you got good stuff in there? I forgot what I put.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to. You forgot. Yes, that's good. You forgot what you put. Don't regret that you put these things in here. It's completely fine. Right, I do need to get out again.
True.
You know what? Will he see me up here?
I don't think so, because he doesn't have line of sight to you right there. You can stack jump out. Yeah, you're good.
Wait, I'm gonna do this then.
Did you get everything, or did you have to go back in for more?
I'm gonna literally have to go back in. So
I filled the entire chest. I just can't remember exactly what I put in there.
Right, it's fine. I'm gonna put it all in this. So
this is fantastic.
Oh my goodness. The thing is, I'm gonna have to. I can't just like shift click it because it's gonna go into my hotbar, right? So I'm kind of just grabbing.
Oh yeah, you have to one by one move it.
You know my message earlier about the whole getting shulker boxes and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you're covered now, right?
I might not have needed it. So, there we go.
Do you need a refund? You want a refund on the one you bought?
No, I don't need a refund. We're fine. Right, that might be it.
Okay, so now we got to move them back up.
Okay, I'm scared. And well, Impulse worked his mob moving magic and got Ghast back into position.
There's this one. Is he sitting on that one?
Honestly, that's fine. Like that.
Yeah, he's sitting on that one. Okay, so we'll have to leave that.
Yeah.
Okay, so leave him like this, and then you got to fix your bubble though.
Yeah. So that's fine. That's fine. I can work on that. Thank you so much, by the way.
You bet. Enjoy your present.
I will do. I didn't realize
you were never gonna find that. How did you find out that was in there? Let me guess. Your comments, your chat told you.
No, I actually found it in there.
Oh, you really did? Oh, okay, good.
I think I might have used
That's
free
good to know.
cam as well, just to have a proper look, because I couldn't read the sign
Gotcha.
quick enough. But yeah.
There you go. Enjoy. Yeah, you won't need to buy any more shulker boxes from me, I suppose.
No, I don't think I'll need to do anything anymore. I think I'm
Nice.
sorted for life. And that's Ghast back in his bubble, hopefully to never need moving again, because he was an absolute trooper and honestly didn't do as much damage as I thought he might. And of course, I need to send a massive thank you to Impulse for not only the gift itself, of which I may have or may not have already spent partly on materials and things like that at the shopping district, but also for the help, because I literally would not have been able to do it without him. Not at all. So back to the factory and the project at hand, but not first without spotting a bunch of shulker boxes on the top of the factory, with a bunch of resources that I'd completely forgotten about. Oopsie. I guess I can't really complain though, because I actually need a lot of these today. But first, the complicated part, which I'm going to make as painless as possible, at least for you guys, and build this thing layer by layer in super fast mode. And that is the Dark Oak Tree Farm. Let's go. This was actually a pretty fun farm to work on and actually learn about, because it actually uses some things that aren't all that common in the redstone that I've worked on previously, even though I don't actually do redstone myself. Like, I've never actually seen leaf detection work to know a tree is grown in front of it to set the TNT off. And it also uses some hopper mine carts that you put underneath blocks and things that I'll be adding a bit later, which I've seen before, of course, but I don't think I've actually used myself. I wasn't actually certain that Dark Oak Farm were possible in this version. So finding this farm has been an absolute godsend and will allow me to accomplish what I wish to this year with my main base without having to worry about spending absolute hours chopping down trees and mending tools over and over again. So I'm actually pretty chuffed to say the least. So I now believe that the majority of this is done. The only thing I've left out is currently the TNT, just because I'm not sure exactly how to place that, but I need 3 in each one of these sections. Actually, no, only 2, I think. Why would I need one over there? I don't need one over there. Maybe over here? I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. And then, of course, the water, which is going to push everything in the right direction. And then, of course, we need some minecart hopper thingy things, which are a bit tricky to place. And, of course, the special block, the ancient debris, because I think it doesn't break with explosions. And, you know, I'm not, in fact, even sure exactly why it needs that. But it needs that. So that's what I've used it for. I mean, it's not exactly like I'm using it for armor or anything, is it? So it kind of makes sense. But before I do that more complicated part, it's time to build something around this, because I tell you now, even though I've lit up the area pretty well, there's a lot of torches around the place. I'm still kind of terrified that things are going to drop down on this, or explode it, or just ruin it, or just whatever. The same with down here. So I think what I'm going to do is quickly tidy it all up, build a wall around it with some glass and things. It's going to look pretty ugly for now, but at least it'll be safe. And that's the main thing when you spend probably like 3 hours on building this thing. Yes, it's taken that long. So I've started it off a little bit because I wanted to make sure that I was measuring this correctly. Now, the only thing that might happen, and probably will happen, in fact, is that some of this glass that I'm going to be placing will, in fact, explode, because that's why these walls are here. So the TNT will come down from there, explode, and I think probably break some of this glass. But you know what? I was thinking, what if we left the glass exploded? You know, with holes in the sides, because I don't think mobs will get through, because that was my concern. And the ceiling's going to be high enough that it shouldn't explode the ceiling and have things drop in. So I think it'll still be safe. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to basically build up walls with glass and with this pillar, see what explodes when I actually get the farm working, and hopefully it'll look okay. So let's finish placing this up, and I've just thought I might make a bend here, like go in and then back up again. But I'll get to that when I get to it. I've got a few more blocks to place before that. And this is where Litematica is a massive help, because I have missed one singular repeater. I've just gone through layer by layer, checking with the free cam just to be sure, because it would be really bad if I did it wrong. And well, I think I need to go in the other way actually to fix this. But it's right up in there in the storage area, which is currently a pain to get to, but it'll all make sense eventually, because actually this is not even going to be the way in to use the farm. This way is. But yes, I've put a little ladder in here for now, just to make it easy to access. And yes, right behind this, which I should be able to get rid of without an issue, there should be a repeater right there. My bad. I'm just adding the minecarts off of camera, because I'll be honest, talking whilst doing this was going to be complicated, and as you'll see later on when you see the farm working, spoilers, it did kind of work eventually, you'll understand the importance of these anvils, because, yeah, let's just say TNT lands on them, and I didn't realize that, and that was scary, so at least they're in the right place. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. And if you thought that was the only thing I missed, you'd be wrong, sadly. Because what I did is accidentally forgot that this tube over here, this really, really long one that, you know, you can't really miss, needed to be filled with water, but also made into a vertical column going upwards, because this is actually going to be the thing that sends the saplings, which will fall into here. Oh, I completely failed that throw. All the way into there, and all the way up into there, all the way up onto the ice block over there. Which then puts all the saplings back in here, where I am going to be AFK sitting in this minecart. And if I hop in here, you'll see that I picked up that extra block that I threw. And I was about to pull that lever then, but I need to actually get myself ready and prepared to try this thing out. It's kind of loud in here with the water, so I might turn that down real quick. But yes, saplings I'll grab from here. And then I do need to fill my whole inventory with other blocks, just so that I don't just get like 1,000,001 saplings messing up and going in different slots. I feel like that might cause a bit of a nightmare. Oh, and also, forgot to say, but the link to this tutorial on how to build this thing and the schematic and everything will be down below, as I want to make sure the creator gets credit, because this is a very, very cool design. Although, in hindsight, I shouldn't say that just yet, as I haven't tried it. Okay, moment of truth. For real this time, I'm going to press this, and then I'm going to get in the minecart. And then I'm going to right click on this dirt and try not to open those. Oh, please TNT, please work. No, oh, it did. It did. Oh my god. Oh, I'm just holding right click. I'm just holding right click. Right, I've got 15 saplings. Is this going to refill me? Oh my goodness. Wait, this is working. 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 It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. Okay, I'm going to see if I run out of saplings. Oh no, some just appeared. Some more saplings just appeared. I can't place in that block there. Go on, get it. There we go. Oh, this is incredible. I'm going to show you guys a replay mod version of this, of me down here, because I'm running that so that you can get a different point of view, because me sitting down here is kind of not that exciting. And also where I'm looking right now isn't actually opening up those dispensers, which was my concern. Okay, I'm going to spend, you know, I'm going to set a timer of like 5 more minutes, or I'm going to probably run out of bone meal, one or the other. And I'll be back then to just see how much we have down in the chests below. So my timer just went off, so I'm actually going to shift out of this minecart, which shouldn't cause any issues, turn it off, and the noise should stop. It did indeed. Okay, I'm going to put my filler blocks back in the filler blocks thing, just to fill up inventory space, and I made it in 5 minutes because I wasn't sure if it would destroy anything. Problem is, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, it's going to destroy... You know what? It's weird. It doesn't destroy that side as much. Maybe trees definitely grow a certain direction. I'm not sure. Or maybe more of that glass will explode at some point. Now, technically, logs should be in these 3, and sticks and apples should be in this. So let's see if my item filter also worked. Oh my good... Dude, that's like over 20 stat... In like what? The time that like 5 minutes plus maybe like let's say 10 minutes. Let's round it up to 10 minutes. This many... logs in 10 minutes. Are you... Dude, I was working out that it was roughly basically like planting a tree and then destroying it in like 10 seconds, roughly. That's how long it was taking to do each tree. I tell you now, the time save that this is giving me, dude, I am so ready to work on the main base and this some more. In fact, that's made me excited because I actually need dark oak for this build too. And I did say I wanted to make this place look pretty. So you know what? With the height that is given me and left me with, let's make this place look prettier, shall we? Because I tell you now, I'm a little bit bored of the lack of detail and stuff. So let's add some stuff. Oh my goodness, that scared the absolute life out of me. Was that a villager zombie? What was that noise? Okay, definitely bedtime. Definitely bedtime first. I don't like this place at night. It scares me. So I'm thinking first things first, let's decorate this floor. As much as I don't hate this, and I did want to keep it pretty basic, I want to add some very, very little details. Mostly in making sort of a block of like detail, basically a long rectangle in the floor. And I want probably, I think maybe about 2 of these. I might split it with a little bit of a extra design in between. where I'm actually going to put more lighting, in fact, actually thinking about it. Have I got some sea lanterns? I do. So I kind of want to bring in, like I say, more dark oak. So I think I'm going to put trapdoors there just to let the light through. And then I think I want maybe 2, maybe 3, if it continues that way, perhaps. Rectangles. You know what? I've just realized this is actually one wider. My bad. But you get the gist. It's going to be like that and then like that. But I do need to move these ones over a little bit. And then that'll be the first step to bringing in a little bit more depth. I do like dark oak. It is one of my favorites, so we're going to be adding it to this base. So I've done a few little things around the place, just tidying up little areas. I'm actually going to get rid of this, I think, this glass section. I'm also going to chuck a door in here, but of course, it's dark. Don't want to be adding that just yet. But I've been thinking about where else to be adding the dark oak up above. And I'm kind of thinking I want to try out this idea. Now, I could probably add a detail to the sign itself, but I'll probably wait on that until I find something I like, or just leave it plain. And then I decided that actually, I've used lanterns up there, and that's always been my aim. So why on earth did I then use these? I mean, look at that. Like, lol. No, sorry, that's how my brain works, okay? But yeah, I think I'm gonna actually just add more of these guys around the place. I'm also going to be swapping out a lot of these for iron bars to give it that more industrial feel. That does include having to remove the ones here holding the water back though, and hopefully this will work and not cause any issues. And there's water everywhere. So quite a lot of work has been done here. It probably doesn't look that much different, but I think it makes quite a lot of difference just adding those little touches here and there. Now I want to go even further with the detail and bring in some colors and things. And I want to bring in, I don't know, just a variety of things that signal what these places are. Because for example, right here I have cactus and sugarcane. Now from back here, can you really tell that? No. Now I could totally put an item frame here and just say, hey, that's cactus, or put a sign saying cactus, but I thought, you know what? Let's have some fun with some chains and maybe have like a little hanging feature coming down from here with the item actually on it. I thought that would be such a cool idea. So let me get my scaffolding, which I don't have, so we're using sand instead, and see what it'll look like up here. So I think I've got it at the right kind of height. Now this one's going to be cactus, so the sand will have to go on that block, which needs a block underneath it first, or at least something to hold it up. And then if we put sand and then cactus above it, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? This is so complicated. It doesn't help that I don't have the right kind of blocks, but let's see if I can do that. No, okay, I can't do that. One moment. That. Oh, wait. Oh, because there's a block there. Wait. Hey! That looks so good. That looks so, so good. And then if I just grab some dark oak signs, and I think, do I want to put them just either side all the way around? I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure. Do I put the word cactus on it? Maybe. Now, sugarcane I was going to do very similarly, but because sugarcane needs water to be planted, and also this is very much not a lossless farm and I need to update it, I think we're going to put something on the ground down here instead. And because I can hide the water down there, I think what I'll do is something along the lines of this, just as like a little signal that the sugarcane storage is here and the farm is there. And then I'm going to add one last little signal, which is 2 more bits of pixel art, similarly to the bee over here. Because I just feel like they add that extra colour up there. And these holes have been here for ages, so might as well put some little artwork in there. And I'm thinking cactus and tree for the pixel art, as it's a little bit hard to find anything that fits and looks good. So that'll have to do. I'm so happy with this. I mean, it maybe doesn't look so different to some people, but the amount of detail has just increased a bunch, and the amount of contrast has increased a bunch. And just imagining that this is all like filled up with all the farms and everything is complete, and then we're going to have like a little dripstone farm down in there, and it's just going to be so cool. And then of course with the exterior complete as well, where we won't be able to actually just see just the underneath of everything, and then just the sky randomly. Yeah, it's going to be so nice. I'm super happy with this. I guess let me know what you think. And we've got one last thing to do today, and that is heading back to the base. Because we've got a few visitors over there that we need to see. I say visitors, I mean, I guess they live there, so let's go say hi. we've got to finally name these guys, and so I'm going to try and find the gold one. That is the one, of course, freaking out. That is going to be Solar. We've got Milton, who... wait, we've got Skippy and Sage. I think Sage has to be brown. Skippy, I mean, the blue one right now is being Skippy, and then we've got Milton, this other one over here, and the names are from the guys in this book. I'm going to put this up somewhere on an item frame nearby, and yeah, Ty, Catfin, Variable Cheesecake, and Luna Knight. Thank you so much for the names. They are now here. These are the guys' names, and speaking of names, that's quite a name. Anyway, enough about being distracted by the chat. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode. So do let me know your farm suggestions down below to be added to the factory, and anything you feel like we should add to this space here. But that is going to be it. I'll catch you all next time. See ya.